Hi, how are you again?
Thank you for letting me call you again. Thank you for yesterday answer.
You're welcome.
Yes, and now question is, I did get what you told me yesterday about making choices, about surrendering the life and just being in the flow. But I was trying to apply it to my situation right now, but I still couldn't make it. Could you help me, like how I supposed to feel or think to stop feeling like a pressure because I couldn't like get any sleep and just keep thinking and rethinking about this situation. So now I have like a choice to stay here in the United States, and to make this choice, I have to make a lot of actions, a lot of stuff like documents, or I can just come back to Russia and I don't have to do anything, just pack my luggage. So if I just relax and surrender, I'm not going to have a choice. I just have to come back. So if I don't do anything right now, I just have to come back to Russia, and I don't have a choice between these two decisions. So I'm still frustrating. I just don't know what to do.
If you keep your mind still, you can make your mind to become quiet, right? Let's say that something within guides you, and you know it is the right choice because you feel good, that you will feel either this way or that way is the right choice. In general, the suggestion is to remain self-aware as much or for as long as we can, right? Everybody knows I am, right? Everybody knows I exist. Everybody thinks I. So if the attention falls on oneself, the mind keeps quiet. The mind simply keeps quiet. So you need, let's say, space in the mind for the answer that you expect or what you want to appear, right? That doesn't mean that there shouldn't be some kind of a discrimination process, okay? Pros, cons, etc., right? But even though for that, we need the mind to be still, to be quiet, to be calm. Try it now to see if it works. And if you can do it now, then you may remember to do it later. Again, as far as this knowledge is concerned, self awareness should be one's main target, right? That's basically the whole point. Everything else happens spontaneously, automatically, including all this decision making or this discrimination process. Shall I go to the right or to the left? Or even if you have to see maybe some logic may be needed, right? Like, okay, if I stay here and have to do this and that, and if I manage to stay here, then I can, this might happen, right? And if I go back, whatever, this is only something that you can possibly know, right? I'm just giving you more or less an idea. Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, now before Europe, okay, with your eyes open or close. I guess we say open eyes. Try to see if you can do it with your open eyes. So just bring the attention to your own sense of self, right? To your own knowledge of being, or to this awareness I am, that it is already there, and see how it goes. 1 minute. There is perception, maybe a little thought passing by, and who sees that? I, right? Just give more attention to I than to anything else. Perception may be there, you may perceive through the senses, right? Sound, smell, sight, whatever it is. But focus on yourself and see what happens for 1 minute and see how it goes. I'll stay here. Don't go. Good.
Thank you.
Mm.
It's so good to have no questions.
It's not sadness.
It's not.
It's not sadness.
Thank you. It's just feeling alive, I think.
Yes, I am. I am alive. But when you look at yourself, what do you see? What do you see that I actually is? This feeling, I understand that. It's like there is so much peace there. There is silence there, yes? And then somehow all these tears come to our eyes. It's like a tears of bliss, we call them. Now, this silence, this peace is what you are. That's what you are. So if you stay as you are, aware of what you are, then you will see that everything flows spontaneously. Whether the decision is big, important, or as simple as shall I make coffee or a tea, right? Good. The moment comes if we persist in this so-called self-awareness or self-observation, whatever we like to call it, right? That we may not lose track of ourselves, even in the midst of whatever circumstances in life are taking place, whether it is simple, complicated, or any other way. It will not be interrupted by the quantity of activities, by whatever you perceive through the senses, even the thoughts that might be required for daily life. It will not cover your reality. So you will not lose your identity with what you actually are, or as who you actually are. It's not a who, it's not a what, it just is. Because when I don't think, still I am. So the only thing that I actually know is I am. I simply am. And this I is just perfect. It, it doesn't need anything. It is complete. See, if you forget everything now, still you are. If you don't take any decision, still you are. Can you see that? When you go to sleep and everything disappears, still you are. You just forgot what is it that we actually are. Because we identify wrongly oneself with the body, and then we went out through the senses and got lost in this illusory game of life and colors that we call life. I'm not saying this in a negative sense. Okay, the fact that it is illusory is not that it is bad or wrong or right or good. That's the way it is. Right? And then you also will find that all this is within you. It is inseparable from you. You are the very source, the very foundation of all this. And the ideas of God, all that will go away. All these are thoughts and beliefs and concepts and ideas. Right? Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Feel free to, as your husband is here, or even if you want to join the meetings, right? You're welcome anytime. I will I will pass the information to your husband. But it's becoming very quiet.
Maybe he's levitating already. Nervous.
Then I will give the details how to join the meeting. So feel free anytime you want to raise a question or pass a comment, or even if your child feel like talking to me, so he's welcome. Good.